In the previous video, we have seen how to navigate to these events by making use of activated route service by providing /id inside the URL. That is, if I provide 1, I can see first event details, 2, then second event details, and so on. But this is not the case in real-time applications. We have to make sure that the ID has to be passed dynamically, and we should not change the URL to access the details of these events. So in this video, let's see how we can link route for these events in such a way that whenever I'm clicking any of these events, though that event details will be displayed on our web page. Okay, let's see how we can handle this. Let's shift to Visual Studio Code. Here inside event-thumbnail component.ts, for div inside this template, let's add a router link over here. Router link equals to, and this router link will take an array of arguments in such a way that this array contains the path as a first parameter, and the second parameter, if you are passing any ID for your web page, if you want to dynamically pass an ID to display event details, we can pass it. So since we are navigating to these events, we are going to pass these IDs, unique IDs for each of these events. So we have to pass two parameters in this case for the router link. First one is the path where it has to navigate to. So the path which I want to navigate is /events, and the other parameter we want to specify event.id. Okay. Now what this router link will do, this will link the route in such a way that it will go to the path /events and it will attach the ID for it, and it will navigate to this page successfully whenever we are clicking on any of the events. Whatever the events displayed on our web page, any of these events, whenever I click on these events, it will go to event details and display the event details for it. Okay. And similarly, also I want another requirement. Once I navigate to any of these event details, I want to navigate back to the main page. Okay, how we can do that? On click of this all events here button, I have to navigate back to the main page. That also will do now. So to do that, inside our navbar component.ts, sorry, now navbar component.html, we have here as all events. Yeah, okay. Here we have to specify router link. Router link is equals to, and here also it will take an array of arguments. So we have to specify /events. In this case, we are not specifying ID here, because whenever we are navigating back to the main page, we do not require to pass any of the IDs of the events. Whenever we are navigating to specific events of these events, then only we are passing ID such that it will identify this particular event and display event details. That's where we are making use of ID parameter. But to go back to the main page from particular event, we don't require ID as a parameter. So we are just passing /events, which is the path. Okay. So let's save all these changes. So our project got compiled successfully and hosted in localhost :4200. Now if you go to the web page and if you click on any of these events, it should navigate to that particular event details. See, for example, here I am passing /1. We are coming to this page. Now if I click on all events, it will go back to this main page. That is what we have specified in our class. So these changes are successfully saved now. Now if I click on any of these events, it will navigate to the event, and if I click on all events, it will navigate back to the main page. See, suppose if I'm clicking on this event, it will go to that event details. If you see, observe URL over here, it is navigating to /event/4. 4 is the event ID. Okay, since this is the fourth event ID for this is 4, and 4 will be passed as ID here. Router link /events, 4 will be passed. So fourth event it will route to. See, if you see routes.ts, which we had specified before, here we are specifying as event /:id. this ID will be replaced by 4, and that fourth event details will be displayed. From where it will be displayed? From the component. Here component we are specifying as event details component. So event details particular component of that ID, that is fourth ID, will get displayed on our web page. This is the logic which we are implementing. So whenever we click on any of the event, for example second event, if I'm clicking, the second event details will be displayed by passing 2 as ID over here, and that component event details will be displayed. Second event component event details will be displayed on our web page. And whenever we click on all events, it will navigate back to the main page, because we have specified here navbar component.html, we have specified as router link equals /events. It will navigate back to the main page. Okay, this is how we are handling router linking between the different navigation between these pages, that is events to main page and main page to the events, specific events. So we no longer need to change the URL of the web page. Whenever previously in our previous video we have used activated route to implement it, and by passing /1/2 we are actually hard coding here on our URL to navigate to these event details. But in this case we are making use of router link to pass ID, and we navigate to each of these events and specify the event details on our web page. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment and share this video, and kindly subscribe to my channel in order to watch more videos.